Hello, my name is Joe, and welcome to another edition of Joe's Super Fantabulous PC Gaming Channel, where I'm here in Elder Scrolls Online, and it's time to continue Fluffy's journey through ESO as she plays through all the stories that are available. Well, time to take a little break from the stories that we were doing because it's time for the Witches Festival, which has just begun. So the fun part about these various different seasonal events is they add a little seasonal story elements here and there, and little fun things to do. So it's getting about that spooky time of the year, so it's time to deal with the witches. Let's see what they have for Fluffy to see. Who knows? Maybe I might even pick up a few ghastly things at the Crown store this year. That's one of the things that ESO is pretty good about, is that there are other MMORPGs that seem to struggle with creating new models for items. I'm looking at you, World of Warcraft. They complain, oh, making new models is hard. You don't know how hard it is. And so they have to reskin everything. ESO seems to have no trouble with coming up with new things all the time. So as a result, the Crown Store has always got something interesting in here. And all kinds of interesting goodies this year. But for now, what I'd really like to do is try the new event here. Oh!
A supplicant? Hungry for power? Come, Reaper. Come closer. The death you've caused lingers about you. What a pleasant scent. But last year's harvest won't feed this year's brood. I'll need something fresh to bestow my boon.
Your boon? What boon?
A Witchmother's brew to heighten the reek of death. All for a handful of reagents. A pumpkin to serve as a base. Guts torn from squealing critters to add body.
So you want a pumpkin and some guts? Anything else?
Tamriel is littered with dangerous delves. The strongest creatures within are the wheat amidst the chaff. Harvest them. Their essence will linger about you and add just the right flavor to my brew.
All right, I'll bring you your reagents. Okay, so I have to acquire a pumpkin. And we'll come back to this quest here a little bit later. Now, fortunately, it looks like there is, whoops, I was going to say it. It looks like we have a shrine nearby to use for travel. Whoops, oh well, I'm being a little reckless. I just want to get over to the fast travel point. I wonder where I can find a pumpkin. Oh, and let's see, where are we in relation to... You know what? As a matter of fact, we can go here back to Daggerfall. Since we have to visit a delve boss in order to get one of the reagents that we need, there's one right here, right next to the city. It sounded like any delve boss would do. Red Rip Bandits, huh? Well, obviously bad people, so no one will weep if we should harvest them.
You lead.
I love Blast Bones. It's by far one of my favorite spells for necromancers. Whoops, what is that, a bear trap? Ouch. All right.
Circle around.
And there we go. So we already completed getting the Essence of Death. This Del boss is courteously near the beginning. Oh, and there's all kinds of goodies that come out of the Plunder Skull. Oh, and while we're here, there is a Sky Shard, so we might as well go down and get that too.
Keep your guard up until you've got your footing.
Okay, I'm just trying to get to the Sky Shard. These guys are just in the way. But if they want to come and play, we'll play. Oh, how discourteous. They all died before my blast bones would even come up. Oh well. You know, maybe I already had a pumpkin. It looks like we're ready to go back and talk to the Witchmother already. And I probably had some guts left over from other critters that I'd harvested. That's the nice thing, is that these are all items from my craft bag, with the exception of the essence that I needed from the Del boss. So.
Would it kill them to run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't.
So I didn't
try that.
have to go looking for any pumpkins. Oh, and let's see, where is it that we need to go visit the Witchmother? Oh, fortunately I do have a shrine that's nearby. Not the closest one, but close enough, and so we should be able to ride there. You can also pick up a Sky Shard along the way. Well, I don't know, maybe run. I still think that she runs faster than than the mount. Okay, I'm gonna go up here and grab that Sky Shard while we're passing through this area. I guess it's here in this multi-level cemetery. There we go. Yeah, I was gonna say it's hard to miss. Oh, I have to be out of combat to use this. Alright. When dealing with undead, bring more undead. Okay, great. And so that gains me a skill point. So let's see. Where should that go? You know what I've been kind of waiting for is, and I probably am not there yet, but I'd like to get a little Spirit Mender. But for now, I'll just go ahead and continue populating my various different passives. Oh, and before we go over and visit the Witchmother, let's go ahead and unlock this shrine over here. Now, my character's speed is due primarily to the way her champion points are distributed. And I think I've earned one more here and there. Let's see. So let's see where I can put one. I guess these are all pretty much done up. Guess I won't worry about that. Oh, still need 8 more to unlock. So this is an example of, here we have an increase in movement speed. So 10% there, and then 4%, and basically trying to stack up as much movement speed as I can for her. And that's why she runs as quickly as she does. Plus, I think Refreshing Stride gives her a little extra stamina as she runs, which allows her to run longer.
The Reaper returns with the harvest.
Okay, well, I brought what you wanted.
Yes, the scent of death preceded you. These will do nicely. So very nicely.
Don't forget our bargain.
Now, Reaper, behold the true bounty of your harvest. Drink deeply. A fine feast, fit for kings and tyrants alike. Are you not eager to taste, dear Reaper?
Well, I'm not so certain.
You came this far, did you not? Drink from the cauldron, feel the Witchmother's brew course through you. Do not delay, Reaper. The harvest lasts only so long.
I got 15 Seals of Endeavor for that. Is that part of a daily? Let's see. Now I'm curious. Oh, complete one quest. I guess it is, in a way. Oh, kill a dragon. We could do that too. Harvest 5 resources from the world. Those will be easy. Okay, so in order to use the what she has given us, we have a new item, which is the whistle. So if I hold down Q and then press the letter I, and then hold down Q again in order to get this up, and we go to Tools, we will have the Witchmother's Whistle. So I can just left click and drag, put it on her bar, and now, as you can see, it appears there under Q. So give a whistle. And the Witchmother's brew appears. Okay, and it gives us a couple of bonuses. If you can call it. The Witchmother's boon, which is a 100% XP boost to all experience points. This is fantastic. So for the entire duration of this event, I can summon this whenever. And then there's the brew itself, where you get transformed into a living skeleton. And see the tail, so the nice thing is that as part of this event, she's transformed into a Khajiit skeleton. Whoops, that's not the way out, is it? Oh, this is the way out. Here we go. Oh, and as part of this event, let's see, under currency, we have tickets, and so I have 5 tickets. I'm going to go and spend those. Oh, and here is a lore book to pick up along the way. You don't mind if I read that, do you? Oh, apparently he does. Too bad for him. Yeah, as a skeleton, she looks like a proper necromancer now. Oh, and the other part that is fun is that I still have an XP scroll on my character. This XP boost stacks with the Witchmother's boon. So currently I have a 150% XP boost in addition to all the XP that stacks from all the training gear that she's wearing. So this will really help with leveling my character up. And here, let's see. Oh, that's right. We were going to go kill a dragon, if we can, since that is part of the daily. I just want to grab an endeavor
Some
real
people
quick.
don't like the bustle of cities, but I come from a big family, so it reminds me of home.
Dragons are found in northern and southern elsewhere, the land of the Khajiit. There we go. So we've trained for speed. Now, I'm not going to come here to quest until much, much later, but if I could... Oh, and there's a sky shard. Might as well grab it since we're passing right by. I was not going to come to this chapter area until much later, but figure might as well get the endeavors. I assume that some other players will be looking for that dragon as well. Oh, that's right. And before we go and mess with the dragon, I was going to spend those tickets. You can only hold up to 12 tickets at any given time. I am notorious for forgetting that I have tickets, and I get up to 12 and then get 2 more, which means that they are wasted because you can only carry 12. And so I'm trying to not forget this time and ensure that I'm not losing tickets. So I'm going to spend them as I get them.
Fancy a look at my extremely profoundly exotic goods?
Sure. Let's see. Well, she has a couple of items that I already have. So these are fragments for a collectible. And let's see. Ah, the last of the 3 components. So I'll go ahead and take that. So there are these 3 fragments, and you put them together in order to, here, let's see, I'm going to say combine. So as you can see, I already have the Dead Lion's Flint, the Rune-Etched Striker, and now the Smoldering Bloodgrass Tinder. And I can combine this together to make a pet, and then the pet can be morphed into a house later. But for now, it'll just be a pet. Whoops, sorry if I set you on fire. I guess I should have done that someplace else.
Reveler, come speak with me.
Oh, another Witchmother.
Dark tidings are upon us. The Crowborn Horror encroaches upon our realm. If it is left alone, it will ultimately pierce the veil and threaten all the inhabitants of Nirn. Whether for altruism or reward, I sense you will be the one to defeat it.
What's the Crowborn Horror?
A powerful wraith of crows from the Evergloam. Its approach is inevitable, but there is hope. Aspects of the horror are already manifesting in our realm, in the form of cursed feathers that grow upon vile creatures. You must collect these feathers.
For what purpose?
When you gather enough, you will be able to fashion an effigy of the horror. Once we imbue it with energy from the Evergloam, it will allow you to lure the creature into a pocket realm. There, you will be able to defeat it. Now go! Time is short.
Very well. I'll gather the feathers and fashion the effigy.
You must gather the cursed feathers. They may be found growing upon the most vile creatures throughout Tamriel, and hidden among the feathers of crow-like beings. I sense them everywhere. Once you collect enough to make the effigy, we can begin.
Tell me more about these cursed feathers.
They are manifestations of the Evergloam. As the Crowborn Horror draws ever near, its energy builds in the form of dark feathers that grow upon creatures like an infection. These feathers won't harm you, however, in case you have any reservations.
And what's the Evergloam?
You don't know? It is Nocturnal's realm, a place of shadows and darkness. It is inhabited by many, but ruled by only one.
Okay, so the cursed feathers are found inside plunder skulls, and plunder skulls drop from killing boss level creatures, whether those be world bosses, delve bosses, dungeon bosses, trial bosses. Basically, any kind of a boss will drop a plunder skull. So it's kind of like trick or treating with swords and magic in order to get the plunder skulls. See, my little character here has been on the Atkins diet, as you can see, and as a result, she's able to run super fast. Usually, the dragon that everybody goes after the most will be the one that will land near Starhaven. So that's why I'm heading over in that direction. I will unlock a couple of shrines along the way, and we'll see if a dragon will be courteous enough to come down from the clouds. Generally, when Elsewhere was the current chapter, this whole area would be very, very busy. And there are some special events that will draw players. But right now, because other chapters are a little bit more of the focus, usually players will only bother with the dragon that lands near Starhaven, because it's the only dragon that lands near a shrine. The other dragons are very remote, and there's no guarantee that anyone else will show up. It's not as convenient, and so typically the other dragons can land and do whatever they want. It's the Starhaven dragon that has to actually fight.
Watching.
Oh, she's finally getting tired. Let's give her a moment to catch her breath. And away we go. There are lots of people with quests here, but I'm going to just ignore them because I'm here for only one thing. To see if I get lucky enough to have a dragon land and give me to be able to give me what I need for a daily endeavor. Oh, and I can grab some resources while we're here in the world. Matter of fact, here, let's go ahead and turn on... Normally I have these off, but I have a little add-on which shows me where all the resources to gather are available. So as you can see, there are all these map markers that have appeared, so we should be able to go up to any of them, and depending on how busy things have been, some will be harvested and on cooldown, but if I get lucky, I should be able to find a few. Okay, and this should make 5. All right, so that's another daily endeavor. To be honest, I don't really farm endeavors all that much. If you're not familiar with the endeavor system, the idea here is that it's basically an alternate form of currency, and that it allows you to buy things that would normally be from the Crown store, but with just doing daily endeavors. Now, the prices are extreme. So they as you can see, it takes a lot of endeavors if you want to circumvent the Crown store for these things. You can even buy some crown crates. Well, crown crate related items. But they are definitely not cheap. Let's see. I wasn't paying attention. How many endeavors do I even have? Oh, well, I have nearly 2,000. Maybe I can pick up something. Let's see. What? Oh, everything's like 6 and 8,000. Oh, well, actually, all of these items are for 2,000. Oh, now look at this. I could actually pick up a costume. Well, I know I don't have enough Seals of Endeavor, but I was hoping to at least look at it. Only 2,000. Pirate Swab outfit. Non-combat pet. Heck, you can even get a... Let's see. Oh, I thought that was a mount for a moment there. Nice memento. Oh, but that's... Yeah, that's 2,000. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Yeah, as I was mentioning, I don't normally farm daily endeavors. They just sort of happen. And every once in a while, I will buy a little costume or something with them. I was hoping that a dragon would be courteous enough to come by, but perhaps not. So here, I'll give it one last wistful look. Oh, and let me turn all this stuff back off. If you have a lighter, older video card, having all that stuff rendering on the screen you'll take a bit of a performance hit as it puts all that stuff on the screen. Oh, come on, dragon. Oh, well, another time. Well, you know what? If the dragons aren't going to be nice enough to show up, let's see. Complete one quest. Oh, shoot. These are PvP-related ones. What about the weekly? 4 battleground matches, complete 4 public dungeons, or 1 arena. Look, and see, that offers quite a few. You can only do 1 of the weekly. You know what? Why don't we do some public dungeons? We've got this nice little XP boost. I would like to get some feathers, and this would probably be a good way to do it. So I've queued for a public dungeon event. Oh, and let's make sure we have inventory space because, watch, we'll get a queue that appears.
Hello there.
And then as I'm trying to loot everything, my bags will be full. Oh boy, this bank is full. Okay, I'm going to try to free up some bag space by getting rid of a few things. First of all, I'm filled with all kinds of runes. To be honest, I generally regard all the runes as garbage. If I need a rune, I make it. So for me, the runes just take up space. And let's see, since we're here, we might as well get rid of a, well, alright, that, and that, and here, let's research, oh, nothing for a lightning staff, huh? Well, how about an Inferno Staff? Ooh, I hate getting rid of a nice 160. Here, we'll take this little level 22. When you do research, it basically consumes the item that has the trait that you want to research, and you learn about it by taking it apart and reducing it to its constituent components. Of course, once you do that, you don't have that item anymore. So I try not to do that to an item that might be potentially useful to one of my alts. These items here don't have a specific trait to research, and so I don't regard them as being very valuable. That's the nice sword that we got from the quest recently.
Oh, I hope no one's hurt. This shudders to think of the damage the beast could do.
Okay, these are all leveling sets, so I'm going to leave those be. It's 160. Oops, nope, that's one of my leveling sets too. I still have characters that I want to level, so I will leave those alone. 160, no. All these helpful hints that want to pop up and help me. I just want to pick something to be able to research. Hey, look, a dragon landed. Let's see if we get lucky and if anybody else is interested in fighting that dragon. We might be able to get a daily endeavor out of it yet. And he's right next to the Starhaven Way Shrine. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'll just run up to the dragon. I want to keep the dragon here, so I'm about to die horribly, but there is a timeout timer which is running. The moment the dragon lands, if the dragon's not engaged within so many minutes, it will fly away to another location. Yeah, see, the dragon doesn't appreciate that and murders me, but that's okay. I basically have reset the timer to keep the dragon in that location, and I'm hoping that another player might choose to join
Go
me.
for a bit of excitement.
Okay, again, the dragon's gonna murder me. Unless I'm really lucky. Nope, I'm not lucky. Like, come on, guys. Isn't somebody interested in taking this dragon? Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I forget the time
Hang in
difference.
there. I'll do something.
You know what? Maybe not. I'm on an EU server, and right now it is the middle of the night in Europe. So, no, I'm probably not going to have anyone come by and give me a hand with this. So, no, we'll go ahead and we'll leave the dragon be. And no one's going to come and help. They're all still asleep. But what we can do is, you know what, we can go hit a couple of delves while we're waiting. So as you can see, I'm in the dungeon queue. You know, everyone's asleep, so even if they weren't, as a DPS, you sit in the dungeon queue for a while. So this is a delve, huh? Oh, this isn't a delve. No, it's a workshop. Never mind. What am I thinking? Wrong icon. Alright, let's see. The delve icon is the torch here. So let's see. Well, actually, there's a delve right here next to the city. You know what? I'm just going to be lazy. I will pay the gold to recall directly, even though I could run over to the shrine.
Here's the thing. I
Come
forget
on.
the thing.
There we go. Sometimes my character never seems to really want to jump. Okay, and here we're actually on top of the roof of the delve. So we can have fun blasting through here while we sit in the dungeon queue. At this hour, we may not get any bites. There's usually a free soul gem at the entrance to this delve, which is always nice. Oh, and there's a sky shard. Oh. They never want to let me just have my sky shard.
I really don't like your odds.
Move to flank.
Let's see, where am I going? Okay, our delve boss is right over here.
From the sides!
This must be the delve boss. Alright, and we get a nice plunder skull. So if we open this up, we can see it has cursed feathers in it. So that's 6 of 50.
You can make it. Keep moving.
Okay, let's see. Basically, we want to get out of here. The plunder skulls are only going to drop from bosses, so all this riffraff is, although they're worth XP, they are not as valuable to me as it would be if I was beating up a few bosses here and there. In fact, you know what? Fluffy is rough and tough. Maybe we could just take her to a public dungeon. Public dungeons tend to have multiple bosses. And let's see. I was trying to remember where there's a public dungeon in this zone. I'm not that familiar with Glenumbra. Oh, here we go. Well, that's a Spindle Clutch. Well, I guess she could go to that one. Oh, I can actually teleport directly to the dungeons. As long as I'm willing to pay the price. Well, you know what? Here, let's grab this Sky Shard first. Oh, look at this. The roll popped. All right. Darkshade Caverns. Fantabulous. Oh, this group is already here. Let's catch up with them. Which means I don't get the opportunity for a quest, but that's okay. I'm really here to beat plunder skulls out of NPCs. Die. Yeah, if they want to blast a lot of stuff, I am right there with you. One way to get faster dungeon queues is to queue as a healer. So one of the things I was planning on doing is that when I'm able to get that little spirit mender to start queuing for dungeons as a healer in order to get gear and XP very, very easily. Whoa, this guy's healing. Does that qualify as a mini-boss? Yes! As a matter of fact, got a plunder skull for that. Fantabulous.
Damn it, broken. Maybe those eggs down there are in better shape. Do me a favor and take care of the undesirables down there. I'll stay here and supervise.
Aid me! Set it ablaze!
I love being a necromancer, particularly a magical one, so it's like run and gun.
Good, but you're not done yet. Cowards, the lot of you. This mine belongs to House Celos. You are intruders, and will be disciplined as such.
Oops, gotta get my ultimate back up.
Productive bugs, these farmer. They're practically laying money down. We'll have this place cleaned out in no time.
Ah, great. So there's another plunder skull.
Old Celos must have been raking in a fortune.
Took a bit more of a beating to get that guy down than I would have expected. There we go, the Hive Lord. I was wondering how many of these things we had to get through before we got to him. I think the further this has to go, the more damage it does. Oh, good. I'm outside of the red circle there. See, telegraphs badness. Whoops. But apparently I'm making myself interesting. Don't want to attract too much attention. This is one of the things I like about these dungeons, is that we just basically go from boss to boss. So this big cavern patriarch is actually another boss, right next to another boss. So plunder skulls aplenty down here, which should mean that it should be fairly easy to get to the number of feathers I need for this little seasonal quest. Plus, I also get my daily endeavor. I'll be able to buy a new costume with what I get from this. Well, in this case, it's the weekly endeavor, but let's see if the cutting the sphere is considered a mini-boss. I don't remember. But the plunder skulls will make it very obvious. Yep, I guess so. Got a plunder skull for that thing too. Excellent. And we still have another to go. See if we can charge up this ultimate. Whoops, have to be a little bit closer. What's this guy doing? Looks like there's a few of them around here. Let me guess, they buffed the boss somehow? To be honest, I don't know. I guess I'll watch for more of them to appear. Alright, activity complete. So we get, let's see, there should be another plunder skull in there. And we gain a new level. So that takes her to 29. And here, let's see. Get a new skill point. Again, I'm going to probably just put it into passives. Oh, somebody said they found a chest. I don't see where the other person is. Wherever that chest is, oh well.
All right, so how much trouble are you in?
Oh, there we go. Let's see. Apparently we have another level to enjoy. So again, just going for the passives. And let's see, her inventory isn't quite full, but close to it. Oh, good. She got a nice restoration staff. You know what? We'll put that on her back bar because, like I said, I was thinking that one quick, easy way to get through dungeons would be to level as a healer. Oh, and everybody left, so I'm here all by myself. So, time to exit the dungeon. But hey, that was a great way to zip through, get a couple of quick levels, and get a bunch of plunder skulls. So let's see, do we have enough plunder skulls in order to meet our objective? Here, we can search by consumables, under containers, and oh, look at all those plunder skulls. So 8 feathers, 9 feathers, 8 more, 8 more, 7 more. Oh, look at that, I am only 4 short. Well, you know what? If it's going to be that easy, might as well go hit another delve. And we'll have what we need in order to finish the quest. Let me just grab this sky shard up here. Well, it could be a delve, it could be a world boss. I just figure a delve would be easier. Oh, good grief. Getting to this sky shard is not going to be a picnic, huh?
I think I'm getting good at this. Well, I probably shouldn't have that. Alright, why for money?
Ah, there it is. Well, maybe not so bad after all. I was worried that they were going to make us go in and out of little canyons and fight, mobs of bad guys just to reach it. Okay, I must still be engaged. There we go. Until the aggro drops, it's not going to let me use the sky shard. All right, let's see. Where do we want to go? Well, first of all, I see that we have some lore books over this direction. Are they up here or down? Oh, this is interesting. It's a little nest. Probably quest related. Well, I guess the lore book is down, so down we go. And let's see, down further? Yep, down further. So once we grab this lore book, notice that all the others that were in this vicinity disappear. So you only get to choose one of them for the area. Looks like there is a delve further up the coastline. Let's make sure that she has discovered this. Throughout the world, there will be areas that I like to think of them as sightseeing locations.
Hole.
So let me just make sure. I forget if she had been here. Nope, I guess not. So this cabin is now discovered. Is there anything good in this cabin? I could always rummage around, read a book. Suspicious chest. Foul-smelling chest contains a surprising number of rotting fish. Seems like someone was here fishing and then didn't come back.
I miss roasting pupil squibs over a fire. So sweet and airy, with a hint of crunch.
I'll take your word for it. Suspicious coffer. Files, awls, and other tiny implements make up what appears to be some manner of lure-making kit. I wonder if there is a quest or story associated with this place. Suspicious fish. Unlike the other fish around the room, this particular one smells surprisingly fresh. Prepared with the right amount of spice, it might even be considered edible. The bottles are filled with a strange, pungent liquid. It doesn't smell very healthy. I wonder if someone's performing a little taxidermy here. Oh well, we'll come back and explore this place at some point in the future. For now, I would like to get my last few feathers. Oh, another quest here. Funny, that one didn't show up on my my add-on. Normally I can see all the quests on the map, but that one doesn't show up for some reason. Good, another lore book here. Unfortunately, the shrine is probably up on that ridge.
You there. A word if you don't mind.
Perhaps another time. I am questing in this area, but at the moment, I have bigger fish to fry, as it were. Oh, good grief. Getting up to that shrine is not going to be easy. There's all kinds of stuff going on up here. Yeah, we'll be back to find out what the story is in this area in the future, but for now, like I said, I'm just trying to unlock the shrine and then head to the nearest delve.
The Thalmor commands!
Get back, you fetcher!
Alright, now to ride north for a bit. Yeah, this mount doesn't seem very fast compared to how fast she runs. But I thought I would give her a little break and ride the mount for a bit.
In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
Okay, and there is our delve right up ahead. Probably down by the coast. So here, we'll descend for just a bit. Here, let's see. Let me check. Oh, yeah, we're just over an hour, so here, let's go ahead and we'll finish this up, and then we'll be able to end this video here. Ah, another free soul gem. I'll take it. And another sky shard as well. Delightful. Whoops, and it's the Calcium Club. They are always happy to see me. Hey, look, I'm one of you guys. Well, at least temporarily.
Off with you, Swit! You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
Wow, this is a happening neighborhood. They really make you work for this sky shard. You never know what she might learn, so I feel compelled to read all the books. It's like dropping grains of sand in front of a vampire. Dominion orders for Idun. You must secure the Aelid ruins of Idun immediately. Not only will control of this area provide us with a major strategic advantage against the Daggerfall Covenant, but the treasures we plunder from the ruins will add to our own resources. And perhaps we can find a powerful relic or magical artifact as well. Alright, so these guys are pretty bad. Evil Aldemary Dominion, apparently. I could take all this stuff, but it's all just normal gear. I would just end up deconstructing it later, but I'm trying to save my space. So apparently the Aldemary Dominion has invaded this place and tried to take it for their own. Let's show them the error of their ways. Long live the Covenant!
Split up!
There we go. Got him. You know what? Here, let me just plow through these guys. I'm really just here for my feathers. And I think we can get through a lot of them. Now, of course, there's all this yummy XP to be had. I hate leaving it behind. Oh, speaking of which, my XP scroll expired. I should renew it.
Come on. Burn out.
Wow, that was loud. For a moment there, I was like, wait a minute, am I in voice chat? Took me by surprise there. Here, let's see. What do we have for an XP scroll? Oh, crown items. Okay, we just have the regular XP scrolls, which add 50% for 2 hours, and that's good enough. Also, we can refresh our Witchmother's boon. By the way, for anyone who is wondering, you don't actually have to be a skeleton the whole time. You can take that part off. So I can just right-click this and say, nope. And so she has the benefit of the extra XP without looking like a skeleton. Oh, this one's a master level, huh? Oh. Oh, come on. Well, it did say master level. So, here, let's try again. to have a bit of luck with these things. Ooh, look at this. Speaking of which, come on, you are vicious. I should have had that. Come on. That's why it's master level. Well, darn it, now it's a matter of principle. I want in this chest. Oh, and it's going to fight me. Oh, come on. Finally. Woo! Well, I felt like I earned that. New lightning staff. But I prefer my one that has all my set bonuses on it.
It's all in your head. Keep fighting.
So we have the undead and we have the Dominion here. Okay, and our delve boss should be right around here somewhere. Oh, more books. Let's see. Any books back here? Nope. Here, if you want to get me, you need to follow. That way I can get more bang for the buck here. Okay, let's see. Skeletal Defiler, huh?
I'm still here. Thanks for asking. I guess this is a fight now.
Okay, more books to read. So far I have no luck. I was hoping to learn something from them. I always loved how these games work where you find a piece of bread in a dungeon and it's perfectly safe to eat. Oh, this is our Del boss.
Try breaking free.
Give me my plunder skull. Oh, now my bags are full. Of course. Alright, well, let's go ahead and summon a merchant, and surely I have something I can sell.
Yes?
Yeah, I've got a few things to sell, actually. So we open up the final plunder skull, and we have all the feathers we need. Okay, so I'll dismiss my merchant, and my add-on automatically resummons my companion, in this case Miri. And we're basically returning to where it all started.
Me with something.
You know what? Here, I'm just going to pay to recall. Well, of course, I could also get... you know what? Let's grab a lore book before we do. So we'll head outside, grab the nearest lore book, and then recall to the shrine there. Oh, actually, what is this? Is this the quest for the delve? just curious. I don't see anything. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about it. Typically, the delves will have a quest that's associated with them. Sometimes there will be a quest giver outside or someplace nearby that bids you to go in the delve and do a thing. Other times, it will be that you go into the delve and you find something and receive the quest in the delve to tell someone something or deliver something. Okay, I just want to get outside and get my lore book so I can go and turn in this quest. Oh, there's books aplenty over here. I want to read them all. Alright, you know what? We'll stick around just to read the books. After all, there is no knowledge that is not power. Well, finally I learned something. My woodworking skill increased. Yeah, the minimap still shows the sky shard. That's just because it's not updating. So if we force it to update, you'll see the sky shard disappears. So here, let's just grab a lore book real quick and then see about recalling to make the effigy. Now all the other lore books in the area disappear because you can only get one. They wanted to make it easy for you to be able to find one, so they put them in multiple locations, but you're basically picking one of several. And there are not as many lore books as there appear to be in a zone. Okay, so let's head back and see about crafting this effigy. Let's see, where are we? Oh, off to the left here. I guess this is the place. Oh, but before we do that, here, let's speak to her. Here she is.
Once you have enough cursed feathers, you must fashion them into an effigy in the likeness of a wraith of crows. It should be close enough to the Crowborn Horror to work. You can do this at any of the workbenches in Olyve's brewery.
Oh, you mean where I'm at here? So how do I craft the effigy?
At one of the work areas nearby, use string to bundle the feathers together into the likeness of the Crowborn Horror. Once you douse the effigy in a brazier, it will imbue it with energy from the Evergloam and lure the creature to us.
Okay, how does dousing the effigy in a brazier imbue it with energy from the Evergloam?
You ask too many questions. These braziers are blessed by Nocturnal, ruler of the Evergloam. The flames are fueled by her power. So once you thrust the effigy into the fire, it will absorb the energy of the Evergloam that writhes within. Simple.
Why can't you do it yourself?
The effigy must be wrought by your own hands. You would make a frail old woman fight such a being? Ha! Well, run now to my bench. Pray your work is good enough to pass muster.
Yes, I would make a little old woman do that, but oh well. Okay, I made myself an effigy.
Well, what of it? Did you craft the effigy?
Yes.
Hand it over, child.
Here it is.
Do you have a name, child?
Yes, Fluffy No Pants.
Well, I wouldn't sign it on this effigy, but I suppose it will have to do. Now, take it to one of the braziers nearby and douse it in the flames. That will imbue it with power from the Evergloam.
Okay, so, aha, here we are. Nocturnal's Brazier. I guess we're ready to open a portal. And I'm guessing it's right over here. So we'll go ahead and we'll end this video here. Join me next time here on Joe Superfantabulous PC Gaming Channel, where we'll have more fun in Elder Scrolls Online. We took a little longer than I normally would for this video, but I wanted to go ahead and show everything soup to nuts of gathering all the feathers, and to demonstrate you can do them fairly quickly as long as you hit a few bosses. Public dungeons, well, and in this case a random dungeon, are really good for just that. See you next time. Well, that portal is kind of psychedelic.